has been your favourite gig?
Alright, well there's three answers to that. Favourite gig that we've ever played in the UK would have to be either played at Why Not Festival in 2022 or when we supported the Lavens at O2 Academy Leicester 2021, and it was just after all the restrictions ended as well, and that was amazing because we'd just done like our own sort of tour before it. Like there's a thing when you get to the end of it you feel like, oh, you know, I wish I was doing that again, and then we had that to look forward to. So when we did that, and it was such a massive venue and it's so like professional, the staff are so professional, the sound engineer, everything is basically like on point, and it was a great buzz. Came off stage and we were doing the Sugar Mill in Staunton after, so we had everything to look forward to but also everything to enjoy. The only gig we've ever played outside the UK, which also is a contender for favourite we've ever done, is when we did Paris earlier this year. We played in Paris to like a crowd of, they were there for the support band who were French, and the support band asked everybody to stay and they did, so we played to like a full room and they were all loving it, which was amazing for us being a band from like Wigan playing in the middle of Paris on a Saturday night. It was amazing.
Memories of the band forming?
Well, I was a solo artist before, and I sort of played around town quite a bit, and at the time I was at uni in Manchester, so I played quite a bit around there. Writing songs that really needed, like Caffeine was written on acoustic, but it really needed like a band. Jake Dawson, who's a very good friend of ours, was in Stanley's at the time, and me and him were good mates, so like I was saying to him, I'm writing these songs but they need a band behind them. So me and Will have been in bands sort of on and off since we were about like 12. I knew that he'd be up for something at least, but he said I'll ask Nicky Kitts and Johnny Raper, and it turns out that he didn't, because I just added them to a group chat and they were like, what's this? After that we got talking, arranged the jam. It was actually me and Johnny met up first, and we jammed first, and the idea was we was going to support Stanley's. I was on the support like solo, but then towards the end of the set we'd bring out the band and announce that that's what we were doing, and then we started practicing. We got Will in, got Kitts in eventually when he answered his phone. From there we just started writing songs and never really stopped.
This next song is the title track of our newest band on this thing. This song's called Chemical Decade.
What is your favourite on-stage moment?
Comes with a little backstory. Galloway Festival, and obviously getting down there and driving and just all the stuff that comes with that. It's a good sort of 6-8 hour trip, whatever, down to Southampton, ferry over. We have the first night, and like, I'll skip over many details, but Kitts and Johnny bought the wrong tent. Bought a tent with no fucking poles or something that was probably a one-man tent repackaged. So like night one was just a funny but disaster. Woke up for day 2 and Jack's voice was gone completely. So it was like, okay, like what are we going to do here? This is just shit. He can't speak. Like it wasn't funny, but it was. We were laughing secretly, but he's hanging it. Like he can't speak. We're gutted. So it's like, right, we're booking ferry for tonight home. Like we're just get do the set, get out to me, sort of thing. But then we were promised a little buggy. Buggy didn't come, so we had to walk the whole like 2 miles to the stage with all the stuff, and there's like people helping us. Got there, everyone's in a bit of a mood. It was like half an hour till we went on, and he was just like, Jack just said like, let me try, like, let me just try. And I said, okay, we got on, like everyone's just hot, sweaty, like disaster. And then that moment when we first sang and his voice just opened and it was fucking fine, and it was like one of the best gigs we ever did. Got a really good crowd. Just that moment of relief when he sung, but because his voice was struggling, he still was struggling a little bit, we tried a few new things, like on a song called Caffeine, which we always end with, apart from tonight. he normally sings it on his own, but I thought if he's struggling, I'll double up with him. So I doubled it. And again, another one from that one is we both looked at each other and we're having that, like, we'll do it all the time.
Proudest achievement, or what would you consider to be your proudest?
I just France, just doing Paris, just
Yeah.
because you've done a lot of things that you're proud of, and it's weird tonight because it's the last one, and you're watching like a little part of your life end in a nice way, and whatever all those moments were, to say you just went to Paris, and it might have been 60, 80 people, but we probably expected 4. And they were just passers by who came in and was like, let's see what's on. But just the fact that we did that and we got to do it together and we spent the night there and had a good night afterwards and stuff, so that's it, man.
What's your favourite song from the band as a whole?
Favourite song is actually the title track of the EP, which is Chemical Decade, which I think is a bit different to what we did before, because it's a bit slower, a bit more melodic than what we usually do, so I like that one, and it's the last one as well, so you can't go wrong.
And then, what is your favourite song to play live?
My favourite song to play live is actually probably Welcome to the Norm, which is also on the EP. And it's just 'cause it's really fast paced and it slows down, there's a lot of tempo changes, which as a drummer I really enjoy, so that's definitely my favourite one to play.
I had to get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, oh. One night ruin doesn't last forever.
What has been your favourite offstage moment?
My favourite would probably be the journey down to Isle of Wight with Nicky. We set off at like 9 AM from Wigan and immediately we bought beers. So then we swapped over at Isle of Wight and I got him a Will when we was in Isle of Wight, and it's just the whole experience was so surreal as a result. Completely new and exciting, so probably that.
Can get back to running wild and free whenever. We've not got long, so get a move on. We've not got long, so get a move on.
Rolling.
Yeah, right, let's go.
Let's go.
Very, very warm wigan welcome to Mr. Jack Heaton from Standards. Gets through water crowds. This is the track. If you listen to our releases, this is what we play with. This is the final track. Not tonight, this is the final track on the record. This song's called In Town, everyone.
All you all do, I hope it's not too late. In time, I'll grow old. I hope the same place that
Wigan for the very, very, very last time. We've been Flechettes from Wigan. This is our last song. It's fucking not. It's called Traffic. Thank you very much.
So what was, as a collective, the worst moments that happened at a gig?
I think we all do know the answer. It is MMTV. So it was in lockdown and we hadn't seen each other for about 2 months, and then Dave Sweetmore, who will be here tonight, who has been a stalwart of the band and is out to
Periphery.
Yeah. Actually, that in a minute, I want to ask you. Invited us to do a live stream, obviously COVID regulated and all, and we had to sort of, we got there and like we got out of the car and Kitsy's had drawn quite a lot and fucking, you know.
It was like an head jog.
It's that weird. But we all got a bit carried away, I think, and we went sort of round the lot, I can't remember what it was, but we went round to like the burger booths. Yeah, and a few bottles of wine we had. It is out there on the internet, and it's just a travesty basically.
Out of time, wrong codes.
Everything.
They were perfectly hospitable with us. We were so excited to see each other again after so long. It was just a bit.
It's a disaster basically.
Yeah, it was. It was
The
not
worst thing
really.
was it was a live stream, like all our family.
You couldn't even.
watching at home.
You couldn't even say. Oh yeah, it was because of this. Because everything, the sound tech was ace. The sound naturally in there was ace. And like I said, they were very hospitable with us, and everything was regulated, and everything was the way it had to be at the time. We were just shit. Like we were just shit. And you know, it was the first time sort of after lockdown that we'd been together, and we'd been chatting all through lockdown about we were supposed to be recording this song called Chasing You, and we were chatting about it and chatting about it and chatting about it. Couldn't wait to do it. First chance we get, missed. It was so yeah. It was one of them things. Queens of the Stone Age have Rock and Ring, and we have that one at MMTV, which isn't actually MMT's fault, it's our fault, but it was at
Comparison.
no, but it was at the location.
And I don't wanna take more chances if you're too busy to call me up, too busy to do what we do best. Glad that you off. You made a red mark on my chest. Yeah.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for having us tonight. We've been Flechettes from Wigan. We've been Flechettes from Wigan. This is our last song ever. It's called Goodbye for Now.
And I think the final question, how do you want the band to be remembered?
By a good moment.
Yeah, not
By a band who did quite a bit for the short-lived period that we have. I mean, we did go to like new heights with Paris and Isle of Wight and stuff like that. Did quite a few festivals. Played for the Lavums. So.
Yeah.
Things like that, you know, there were things that really otherwise you wouldn't have done. Like, you know, we got to play the Lavums took off. We got to play with them at a couple of big venues. We got to go to Paris. We got to go to a couple of big festivals as well, and play on the sort of stages they had there for the upcoming bands and stuff, and that's things that not a lot of bands actually get to do.
Endless voids and empty seas.
It was interesting to see when you go down there, you'd play to a new audience, and then people from all over the place would be like into your music and stuff, and that's something that you you can't really buy that. So I think it's something that, you know, people have been, since we said we were like packing in, people have been reaching out from all over the place. And again, that's something that in a lot of other things you can't really get.
Yeah, I think the song, just like
the creativity of it all. I mean, the fact we had that MO of putting songs in each of us, so there's a different spin involved. I think we had a bit more of a diverse sound than say your average indie rock band, because we all brought different influences to the table.
the fact that people actually like the songs and just that actually listen, because there's so many bands and we're part of the same scene, so it's not a bad thing, but there's so many bands and there's so many songs that people could just go by the wayside, and people have held on to some of them and just actually do genuinely like them. So I hope that they continue to, and for months and years to come, they stay in people's playlists and stuff, and it's quite just something you've done, innit? It's a mark you've made, so
for a drink. Thank you very much. Good luck. Wigan, let's hear it after 4 years. Flechettes!